Academy of Art University's K-Art News is next. Coming up, the increase in bike thefts and what you can do to avoid being a victim.
The trendiest way of having a car without all the hassles of ownership.
A preview of the newest James Bond movie, Skyfall.
Plus, a look at the upcoming season for our own Lady Urban Knights. All that and more next on K-Art News.
Already some big changes being felt in San Francisco. K-Art News reporter Jenna Allen has the story of the impact to Fell and Oak Streets. Here's what's coming up this weekend with movie goods and some celebrity buzz, brought to you by Sophie Galejos.
Academy of Art University's K-Art News is next. Coming up is the future of San Francisco tiny apartments. We'll take a look.
How 49ers superstar Jerry Rice is working to motivate you to work out.
A holiday tradition begins in the city.
And news for all you Twilight fans. All that and more coming up on K-Art News next.
Academy of Art University's K-Art News is next. Coming up, gay marriage is underway in the Northwest as the rest of the country worries about what the Supreme Court will decide.
Holiday shoppers who donate to those Salvation Army red kettles may be surprised to learn what some officials in the organization are saying about gays.
Coffee and tea drinkers, pay attention. A report on which beverage is better for your health.
And if you're thinking of a green Christmas, a look at plastic versus real Christmas trees. Those stories and more coming up on K-Art News. The first big opening is tomorrow and creating a lot of buzz. Argo stars Ben Affleck and Alan Arkin and John Goodman. Ben Affleck, who directs and stars in the movie, plays a fake screenwriter in order to rescue 6 American diplomats from the Tehran, Iran, which unfolded behind the scenes of the Iran hostage crisis in 1979, the truth of which was unknown by the public for decades. Here's a first look at Argo.
It's gonna take a miracle to get them out.
Hey man, what are we watching?
I got an idea.
They're a Canadian film crew for a science fiction movie. I fly into Tehran. We all fly out together as a film crew.
I need you to help me make a fake movie.
So you want to come to Hollywood and act like a big shot without actually doing anything?
Yeah.
You'll fit right in. You need a script?
Argo, science fantasy adventure. Moonscape, Mars, desert. They need an exotic location to shoot.
You need a producer.
If I'm doing a fake movie, it's going to be a fake hit.
Also set to hit theaters this weekend is Here Comes the Boom, starring funny man Kevin James and Selma Hayek. In this heartwarming comedy, played by Kevin James, is a high school biology teacher in a failing school. When cutbacks threaten to take away the music program, Scott steps in to help raise money and starts moonlighting as a martial arts fighter. Everyone thinks Scott has taken it a little too far, including Bella, played by Hayek, but Scott transforms into something he never thought possible.
In my apartment, and dinner also happens to be around, so we just do both.
Not a chance.
I gotta figure this thing out.
Well, yeah, right after we watch the fight.
It's hard to believe he got 10 grand for that performance.
He made 10 grand for that fight? But he lost.
Hey, if he won, it would have been 50.
I want to fight mixed martial arts.
This is crazy. Do you even know how to do that?
No. No, I do not. But I was a really good wrestler in college. I think I can do this.
Let's see what you got.
All right, which guy am I fighting?
Both.
Come on, I can't fight 2 guys.
I can't train a 42-year-old biology teacher.
In other entertainment news, it looks like Ryan Gosling is not the frontrunner to play Christian Grey for the 50 Shades of Grey movie. Sorry, ladies. E.L. James, the author of the book, spoke to Ryan Seacrest on his radio show saying the rumors were just simply not true. While James kept tight-lipped, Seacrest gave her a few suggestions on who would be the perfect Christian Grey, like Jake Gyllenhaal or Ian Somerhalder, perhaps? James did admit she was a Vampire Diaries fan, but said the studio was not that far along in the casting process. I cannot wait till that movie comes out. And while we're on the topic of movies, the Academy of Art University is showing the movie The Dark Knight Rises at the Urban Knights Cafe on Sutter Street this coming Wednesday. Christopher Nolan's Batman franchise continues with the Warner Brothers release. The third in the series, the story will pick up after the events of The Dark Knight, with Christian Bale returning as the Caped Crusader, this time pitted against the deadly Bane and Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman.
Because when it hits, you're all going to wonder how you ever thought you could live so large and leave so little for the rest of us.
What does that mean?
Right. nice.
When Gotham is ashes, you have my permission to die.
There will be 3 showings of The Dark Knight Rises at 3, 6, and 9 p.m. The Urban Knights Cafe is located at 655 Sutter, so be sure to check that out. If you're looking to do something more active and outdoorsy this weekend, be sure to check out the free Outdoor Yoga Day in Golden Gate Park on Saturday. Enjoy inverting, reverting, and melting into the ground. Embrace nature and rejuvenate your morning flow in the park. It's meditation for the mind, body, and spirit. There's classes every Saturday and the cost is free. But don't forget your mat. The classes start at 11 a.m. and meets near Lincoln Way and 9th Avenue. With only 19 years of age, this Academy of Art student is taking over the music industry with uplifting beats that will make you tap your head over and over again. Up-and-coming DJ, and best of luck to him. That'll do it for me in the entertainment news. I'm Gretchen Burley. Back to you, Jenna and Todd. An anti-gay stance continues to cause problems for the Salvation Army this holiday season. With its roots based in Christian philosophy, the organization does not condone homosexuality. KART News reporter Layla Brakovich has more on the story.
That's it for this edition of Academy of Art University's KART News. I'm Desiree Patterson.
And I'm Gretchen Burley. For everyone here, thanks for joining us. See you back tomorrow night for another edition of KART News.